What's going on, all you fantastic people out here in the world? Good morning, all of you miners. Hope you're doing well and fantastic wherever you guys are. Good freaking morning. Hope you got your coffee or water or tea, whatever. And let's sit back, relax, and talk a little bit about, well, it's just everything's just down bad, right? Just real bad. But good morning, guys. Automatic Beats, what is up, my dude? Golden Wolf, my man. I haven't seen you in a good minute. Glad you get to make it. You deserve yourself a freaking wrench, my dude. You've been here so long, through so much. Good morning, my dude. Automatic Beats, good morning. Kyle Rosa, what is up? Sadie sometimes because you're all the time. Awesome. What is going on? Hope you're staying nice and dry in Texas, because it's been downpouring from what I hear. Checking on the rigs now for work. Heard that. What's up, Flying Brian? Good morning, my dude. Good morning. Chris Hanley's picking up the kiddos. And back to reality. Heard that. Heard that. I actually got to pick up my youngest today from daycare early because we are getting extremely bad storms around 3 o'clock is when it starts. So they actually canceled his daycare in the afternoon because of set storms. So yeah, gonna go pick him up and get everything ready and prepared for a long night. That is for sure. What does the pirate? Good morning. Miners addicted is enabling each other. It's facts. That's facts. Hashtag solo gang. That's right. He does look good in blue. Sorry, I'm not a morning guy. I know you are. Yes, I am. I am a morning guy. Did someone say a wrench party? What's up, all track coming in here? Oh man, we got the wrench party up in here today. What is up? Good morning. That's right, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Moving your KSO Pro to nice hash. Mine is on unminable. Mining for Jupiter. Jupe. And it does pretty well. At least Jupe has good swings, right? So on the good swings up, you can sell and get a higher yield than you would have with Caspa, sadly. I loathe the mornings. I love the mornings. Except for this morning. It was a long morning. It's a long night. Even longer night tonight. With all the storms rolling in. We're supposed to be getting highly moderate storms between 8 and 11 with chances of hail, high winds, and tornadoes. So it will be a long night. Long night. I quit the SIGs and been changing some habits. Nice, dude. Well, congrats. Congrats. Solo for life. What coin? Jupe. What coin was I mining for? Is Jupe? J-U-P? Jupiter? For Jupiter Exchange on the Solana network. That's, dude, congrats, man. Chris Hanley. I haven't smoked in a long time. Cigarettes in a long time. I used Jupe to dump my helium IoT and get Sol. Nice. I use Jupiter Exchange. Nice. Yeah, Jupiter Exchange has a token called Jupe. J-U-P. Jupe. The Jupey Jupe. Let's see if I can. There you go. And turn that off. There you go. Right now it's $1.13. We actually got a lot of this during their airdrop season, around like 600 to 900 jupe. So hindsight, should have kept it all, but here we are. Over the monthly, we've had some good swings. I was still accumulating it and mining it here. This is where I was actually buying and trading it, and then we had the high of almost $2 right there. April 1st, April Fool's Day. Yeah. So overall, not bad. It's not too shabby. I'm actually using that in combined with these bad boys right here. Scroll that in all the way. But yeah, these are the BC250s. We've officially got them all up and running. If you compare Jupe to Solana, it's mirroring the chart. I agree. So we're actually dual mining right here. We are dual mining Warthog and Ironfish, which I do find kind of interesting, right? So I have 6 BC250s on MMPOS, and I have 6 of them on HiveOS, right? Well, do you notice anything? Look at these hash rates. I'm staying in almost the 200s. Of course, this will fluctuate, right? I'm staying in almost the 200s for Warthog, but I'm only getting about 5.6 mega hashes for Ironfish on SRBMiner. But you go to MMPOS and you get this, which I find really interesting, is the fact that doing the same thing, but we're getting 23 mega hashes for Ironfish and only 145 mega hashes on Warthog. And I fully believe that is just because of the way the miners are working. It's pushing SRB first and then BZMiner second, and then versus HiveOS is pushing BZMiner first and SRBMiner second. So kind of interesting that, and there's no really way to like switch which miner is getting pushed first, which is kind of interesting. I've used MMPOS for quite a while, but running the dual mining on it, it was a little different and took me a while to get situated. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Team Red Miner pushed the update for Fish Hash today. Really? Radeon 7's got a 25% boost in hash rate. Interesting. Wonder if the update is one miner. Oh, BZMiner 21.14 beta added Warthog node RPC support. Fixes the crashing on Warthog mining from previous beta. Optimize. Oh, this is a good one. Regal Miner. I don't see anything about Team Red Miner. Doesn't look like they pushed the update yet. Oh. But we did get a better version of BZMiner. Optimize and fix some stability issues. We will open that in a new tab. Add a new option, Warthog cache config, default to 0. Please wait 10-15 minutes. Please reset all Warthog Varus hash rate target configs. Install scripts, MMPOS, put the initiate command prior to miner launch field in your profile advanced. See, this one right here doesn't really make much sense to me. Haven't dual mined an MMPOS. I was told it does a disservice to the chains. I just may be lazy though. So yes and no. Right? So like there's certain things that you can dual mine, certain things you can't dual mine. It's not that it does discredit to the chains, it's just that it lowers your overall effectiveness. Right. Let's see. What's up, 306 Miner? How you doing, my dude? Yeah, I got the notification for the new Team Red Miner, but it's not available in Hive yet. Is all I was saying as a pirate. The order of which you selected the coins box MMPOS equals just min x fish, then both. What? Oh, so that is. I don't have enough coffee in my system for that one. The order of which you're selecting the coins box in MMPOS. Mine, then fish equals just. Yeah, that last part, man, is. Hey, yo, John Germain, good morning. Or not John Germain. John English Tech. So you're saying I can. It's whichever way I click it first. Is that. Heard Oval go on a rant and made sense at the time. I'm here for the money, but love the tech. Just want to do what's right for the ecosystem. Heard that, Chris Hanley. So just okay. So it's in whichever order that I select them. So I want to mine Warhog first, and then Iron Jupe second. Right? That's correct. The feels I know as a pirate. The huge feels, man. I got this rig. Ended up fully pulling the trigger on this rig because of him. Every day something trips me up. Dude, I feel that. Yep. Have to play with the order maybe. Yeah, see, it's like I like the order they're sitting in here. Can you change the order that they are in here? Yeah, we can't change them in the here, right? So yeah, because I even made like this one right here that does both, but it never initializes both because it tries to run both in BZ Miner. So don't do this. This doesn't work. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't think it changed a single thing. Yeah, it didn't change anything at all. That's a bummer. We'll try it the other way. I don't think it may have to restart. I don't know. So like this is the way that I had it selected anyway. I was already mining Warthog first, and then I just added the second one to it, but it didn't change anything. I don't think there's a way to specify which you want to go first. Personally. I didn't get a notification, really? I know, I didn't get notified this morning either. It didn't even notify, like, me that I was going live. It's coffee time. It's good indeed, sir. Yes. Walking around Home Depot while the car is getting worked on. This will be expensive. What, getting your car worked on or the Home Depot? Both of which will be expensive. Solo gang, heard that. Yeah, I am. Oh, MMP. Yeah, I'm running 6 and 6. So I'm running 6 BC 250s in Hive, as well as 6 of them in MMPOS. Just kind of seeing how big the difference is. Seeing how big the difference is. Yeah, there'll be a video on Wednesday of actually getting this installed, getting MMPOS installed and HiveOS installed for the BC 250s. In the video, you're gonna see like two of these machines actually like got up to like 88 degrees, 89 degrees, and I was like, holy crap, why is this happening? Well, it comes to find out that the card I had it plugged, the jumper plugged into, I just had sitting in idle, so the temperature of that card was never increasing, so the fans were never ramping up, and they were just cooking because the fans weren't ramping up, because I only was programming like 2 at a time. So I had 2 from Hive and 2 from MMP that I was programming, but I had the plug on the very last card just sitting there, and it was I was like, oh my gosh, why are they overheating? I gotta change my settings. It wasn't the settings, it was just because I was a dum-dum. You know, had a slip of error in judgment. How much are you in for the BC 250 setup? $690 basically. Almost 700. You can call it $700. Mining Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm mining Warthog and Ironfish. It's not bad, really. It's really not. Considering if you go onto eBay, you can buy a single BC 250 for like $120. You're buying one for 120, or you can buy 12 for 700. Kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, so with the Hive rig, I'm actually, all of the rigs are on Wooly Pulley right now, currently. Right? So mining Warthog on Wooly Pulley. Let's see if it'll re-catch that up. Alright. So you got 6 of them on solo, and you got 6 of them on PPLNS. Alright. Blocks, honestly, kind of crappy. I was expecting more blocks. I've only hit 1 solo block since yesterday. I've hit a lot more PPLNS blocks than I have solo blocks. So maybe it's time to. Wooly Pulley's no good. Yeah, I agree. I am not the biggest fan of Wooly Pulley. But just for testing purposes, this was the easiest way to do this. I was going to run my own node and just mine to my own node, but that was a problem with Hive. But now apparently they just added the node RPC thing to Hive, so we should be able to like actively do that and avoid Woolly Pulley altogether. But if I do that, I'm going full solo mining, which via the calculator says we should hit 5-ish blocks a day, right? 5 blocks a day times the amount of Warthog per block. We should make 15 per day if we hit 5 blocks per day. We all know that that's not always the case. Sometimes we'll hit more than that. Sometimes we will hit less than that. I've ran days where I've struck out completely and hitting no blocks at all. So, solo gang, right? So that's kind of the gist for that. And we're kind of waiting to see what that would do. If we can hit 15 blocks per day, even with like their revenue here, which is based upon PPLNS, so we would maybe be doing 16-ish per day, according to the pool, give or take. We drank too much tequila. Yeah, dude, I drank. It's probably why I felt so crappy this morning. I didn't really think about that. We drank a lot last night. Didn't really think about that. It was D&D night. Some of our other D&D players didn't show up, so we ended up playing Vampires, which is another D&D type game, not D&D, but yeah, different. How to build new characters last night. Building new characters while you're drinking is hard to do. Things may sound great, but we'll see. We'll see next game if it works out for us or not. That'll always be interesting. Yeah, while working on the farm. I heard, man. Heard you were talking about that. Hope you're okay. Backwards miner. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Running with MMPOS and Iron and HiveOS. So far, I like HiveOS is a little bit better. I know it's terrible because of the pricing increase and everything, but it was a lot simpler to set these things up in HiveOS. Like, you literally just plug them in, then go. That's it. You have to install extra drivers with MMPOS, which increases your time of having to like set things up. And what I've noticed is it takes forever to do anything with these things. Whenever you like set something on here, like it takes a while for it to like actually set. It happens quick on Hive. Bloody Mary, water, and Excedrin to pass. Heard that, man. That little round freaking hole. Yeah, I'm good. My miner fam made sure I was okay. Well, I'm glad you're good, dude. Jeez. Like, you were in your attic and just like one hole through the roof? Anyone in here had a Lagunitas? I don't know. I don't think so. Is it beer? Is that what you're referring to? You said incredible brew, so I'm assuming it's... Yeah, it's a beer. Alright. Never heard of it. Never heard of that, John English. Oh, my farm on the second floor in the building. Jeez. Well, dude, I hope you're good, man. Hopefully it didn't do too much damage. Hope it didn't tear your leg up very too much. Hope you're wearing pants. Well, that's what I always tell my kids. Is When we're always out working in the yard or doing something, I'm like, put on pants. It's hot outside. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Because we don't live in the city, you know. We do live out kind of in the country, so pants will save your life for a lot of things. Notice a small display of Bud Light. It was fully stocked. Everything else was wiped out. Jeez. Regardless of anything, I'm just not a big fan of Bud Light. It doesn't taste good to me. I will drink Miller High Life before I will drink a Bud Light. Ooh, the shorts saved me. Didn't grab the pointy aluminum. Jeez. Black and blue and bleeding till 10 p.m. that day. Ugh. Jeez, man. Yeah, I like Coors. Coors is a good one. Like original. Yellow Belly. I'm a Yellow Belly fan. But my favorite right now, yep, was Yinling. I've been drinking Yinlings. Worth the farm dropping 10 degrees Fahrenheit with a hole in the roof. Oh my gosh. Or in the floor. That's crazy. Jeez. Fall through a raised data center floor. Glad I was there. He was trapped. Oh, man. That sucks. Those raised floors, man. It's not very deep. Depending. My all-time favorite beer. Oh, really? Yeah, I like the Yinlings. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Can't get it, really? Really? You can't get Yinglings? That sucks. Old Milwaukee. That's a good one. It's okay. What's up, Solar Miner? Good to see you. I don't really drink it all. I'm not the biggest drinker. I used to drink a lot. I've since quit doing that. Because, well, that has effects. Long-term effects. And I paid my price for it quite a long time ago. So, I don't drink as much as I used to. But I will, if I'm with my friends and we're playing games, I'll drink some beer here and there, but you'll maybe get me to drink 2 or 3 in a night. That's about it. If I do every night. If I drink every night, I maybe get 1 or 2 in me. I'm not drinking until I'm, drunk kind of thing. I do not enjoy the feeling of being drunk. Personally, I just don't enjoy it. It makes me feel like crap. I used to drink a lot of beer, and I gained a lot of weight from that. I've never shown y'all, but my wedding pictures, you can tell that I drank a lot of beer back then compared to what I do now. Much slimmer in the face than I used to be. But yeah, we don't do that anymore. That's bad. Bad news bears. Bad news bears. I haven't given up on drinking, but my liver has. Yeah. Yep, that'll do it to you, man. Your body will tell you when it's time to quit. You know? Can't handle hangovers anymore. Yeah, so I was never really a hangover kind of person. Didn't really get hangovers. Was extremely lucky. Except for with like vodka or tequila. Those will give you some bad days in the morning. But I got pretty lucky. Now it's getting a bit rougher when I drink too much. This morning, it's a little rough. Get some coffee. What's up, Seb? How you doing, my dude? What are you guys up to? Not a whole lot, my dude. Thank you for the awesome updates on the Conceal updater. We'll be having a video coming out soon of that. Great job. Sorry, I've been super busy doing, trying to figure out what the frick I'm gonna do. I've had some issues in life that I'm dealing with. Have I used any of the deeper network devices? I have not. I have not, Automatic. Send me some links in Discord or anywhere you have access to message me, and I'll look at it. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine, but just I like plans. I plan everything out, and when things don't go according to my plan, I have a hard time dealing with that. Even more so the past couple, like year or two. I don't know. I don't know if it's 'cause I'm getting older, but these are facts. I like schedules. I like sticking to a schedule, and when I don't stick to a schedule, I beat myself up, and it makes for a bad day. So, 2 months of a jacked up schedule is starting to hurt. It's hurting me mentally. That, and I'm trying to figure out currently the best way to go about building either. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the lean-to. I'm going to build on to my existing shed and build something not that crazy big. I'm probably just going to go 8 foot wide with a full 8 foot in width, and then go along with at least I was going to think about going 12 foot, but I think that's just going to be too big. I could still use the space if I did. So I thought about going 8 by 12 to make a lean-to shed on my existing shed, and turn that into the full mining shed. Because we're having problems with dealing with heat load in the other well house, and I would much rather it not be in the well house, just in case anything ever did happen. It isn't a separate room in the well house, but still, and it's raised off of the floor, so I do have things in place for that, right? But I would feel much more comfortable and be able to control the airflow, and remove the moistness, right? Because the well house does have, it's moist, right? At least it feels like it. Humidity's high. I've been buying helium mobile tokens. Your video was good on the topic. I just don't trust them enough to buy the equipment. So yeah, I understand that, Solar Miner. Buying the tokens right now is a good play, especially while they're kind of dealing with whatever they got going on. CBRS radios don't make as much as they used to. The Wi-Fi hotspots are seeming to make more now. Not too much, but it seems like you need traffic in order to increase your rewards. I do not live in the city, so I kind of got shafted all the way around on that one. If I got a CBRS, I still wouldn't have very great earnings because of how far out I am. And if I have keep the wasp out of the fans, yeah, man, yeah, they're back in vengeance this year. That's for sure. But they never make it into the rig fans anyway. They don't make it into the well house. They just have a hole into the roof of my well house, or they have a nice nest. Live in the city. The older H&T hotspot still does 70 cents a day. Nice. Yeah, my IoT hotspot does well. I just got from our boy Suburban Crypto. They don't have enough subscribers to justify data transfer rewards. I agree. Actually got a demo AutoPi from our boy Suburban Crypto, which is free. If you reach out to him, he does split rewards with you. They get split 50-50. But you don't have to pay for the device. And if you ever at some point decide you want to get your own device, you just send it back to him, and that's that. Pretty great deal. It's an extra passive for me. So I got an AutoPi. It's actually in the wife's car. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far. And then I got a Macron, which is another AutoPi or demo device. Now that one, I really am interested because they have integrated with Helium. Well, now they're doing a mapping challenge for, it's another like 15 to 16 days. And if they drive past, if anyone's using a Macron and they're driving past a IoT hotspot, like you get on a leaderboard and you can get paid out a bunch of demo for it. I know for a fact that the route that we drive daily, I will pass 5 going there and 5 on the way back. So that's about 10 or so a day that we would pass of IoT hotspots, including my own, because I have an IoT hotspot. Now, with owning my own IoT hotspot, that means I will be transferring packets, which in theory would give me rewards on my IoT hotspot. Gonna try it out since the device doesn't cost me anything. It's a good experiment that really we don't have much to lose, right? So that's pretty cool. What's up, Nim? Good morning, my dude. Also, is it worth considering a Helium phone as far as a future purchase? Has it been reliable? It's been extremely reliable. I love my Helium mobile device. Love it. Absolutely love it. I earn enough mobile monthly to pay my bill and have a little bit extra as well. So that's pretty great. Yes, I've looked at the XM, but it's kind of pricey for me. Still sporting a Bobcat. Nice. Yeah, I have a G1 from Osprey. And then now we have this Blackbird from Chirp that we're actually going to put up. I was going to do it today, but now we have all these storms rolling in that I might not get it done today. Sign me up for that demo IoT data one. Yeah, dude, hit me up in Discord and I will get you taken care of. I will get you taken care of. The AutoPi does earn a bunch more rewards than the macro. So, but do be aware of that. If you have multiple vehicles and they're all older than 2008, you can get more than one device. Moke and Shopify, they hadn't updated yet. It was a steal at the time. Dude, good job. Score. Yeah, I've been looking at them, but yeah, I got this Blackbird from Chirp. We'll see how that works out and get that put up, which is doing the same thing that the CBRS radios do, in a sense. but they're still in testnet, so it's not like fully implemented yet in the mainnet. Any idea what those Helium Mobile will cross the north border? Don't know, man. I mean, they just did Texas, or not Texas, Mexico. So I would imagine they will be expanding as much as they can. They just got to go one country at a time. But I would see Canada being the next, the next option, right? Because it's still the North American hemisphere. That would be my guess. Yeah, I do agree, John English Tech. I do agree. It looks cool. That's right, FA. FA's in chat. Looks like we're about to hit an ad. I do know, guys, before the ad hits, smash the like button, subscribe button, then bell notifications. See you on time when we go live here, post videos on the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You are all out freaking standing in my book. Thank you so very much for joining today. I have one more thing that I want to cover today, and I want to watch this. It looks like it's 7 minutes long. I would like to watch it. You don't have to watch it, but we will talk about it as soon as this ad is over and I grab some coffee. So, 1 second, because the ad's going to play in 10 seconds. I'm going to grab my coffee real quick. So, we'll be right back. All right. That's right. Smash the like, guys. I'm not seeing any adverts yet. Yeah, if you have like an ad blocker on, you probably aren't going to get the ads. But that also means that I don't get the ad revenue from it. But I don't really care. If you can have an ad viewing experience, you do you, boo-boo. You know what I mean? Put my headphones on so I can listen to what's about to be said on this video. But let's get this switched over here. Sorry, click the wrong one. Going crazy with ads. Yeah, how bad was that? How bad was that ad? I'm on mobile at this time, but yeah, I definitely run a few on desktop. Yeah. All good. So, announcing the winners of Solana's Renaissance Hackathon, which was powered by Coliseum. If you have been on the show and you've been watching, a few weeks ago there was a mineable Solana token called OR, and Hard Hat with Chad was the guy behind it, and he was actually trying to the point of OR was to test and to get the award for the Solana hackathon, and they did. They got the grand prize, or a digital currency that enables anyone to mine using a novel proof-of-work algorithm on the Solana blockchain, received the grand prize of $50,000 in USDC, along with passes to attend Breakpoint 2024 in Singapore, September 19th to 21st. Crazy cool, and very proud of Hard Hat Chad to get this award. It's pretty great to see that happen. That a proof of work token on the Solana blockchain won that grand prize, and now we will have further development for said coins on the Solana blockchain. I like this because I like Rust. Rust is actually one of my favorite programming languages, so I'm impartial to that, right? But I absolutely love to see that and seeing where that's going to take it. Make sure I turn my noise canceling off, so the noise canceling in my headphones, when there's silence, drives me crazy. It's hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it. So when I only hear myself talking and there's silence in my head, it just bugs me. It bugs me. Some people using Solana phones. Yes, some people were using the Solana phones to actually mine ore. I was using desktop computers to mine ore. Using Windows 11, the Solana CLI, and mining ore, you have to use You have to use the CLI, and it's all built in Rust Cargo, which is really freaking cool. But they won this. Well, they had a Google slide and a kind of what they're about to do with ore, and I wanted to listen to it. This is their presentation that they submitted, and I haven't heard it. I would like to listen to it. If you would like to listen to it, you may. If not, I hope you have a fantastic morning, because after this, we're probably going to skedaddle out of here and get stuff ready for the storm, and I got to go get my child here in a little bit. So, shout out to y'all. Thank you for anyone that is here. Before you head out of here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, that bell notification. See the time that we go live or anything here on the channel. There's also a QR code right down here in the bottom left corner. You do not have to click it or scan it. The link for that is also down in the description below. It's underneath the donate tab, and it is a coin request link. All right, it does not cost you anything extra. It does not require you to have a KYC exchange like what was it? OneUp. I had to sign up with Coinbase, which I do have a Coinbase account. I just didn't want to link my Coinbase account, and I don't really use Coinbase enough that I want to KYC. So you can go check this link out right here down below. It is also this QR code. You can donate crypto here. It's pretty freaking cool. You can click Bitcoin, anything else. You don't even have to fill out this information. You can, because you can leave it like a tip, or you can make a comment. So it's kind of cool. But you can just copy the address and just send it straight to the address, and it just goes straight to me. Pretty freaking cool. I love this service. It's something that I used to use quite a while ago, but I am trying to reuse it now, as well, it sucks that that YouTube takes 50% of all donations and everything. So this way, if anything is ever donated in crypto, I get the full amount, and we can utilize it in a good way. So, other than that, let's kind of listen to what our boy Hard Hat Chad has to say about ore. See if this shows up. Hold up 1 second. I don't know why my audio is not coming through. Y'all can't hear that, right? It does not sound like you can. Or doesn't look like you can. Hey, not a problem. I appreciate y'all for coming out to the stream today. Alright. Should be.
Hey there, my name is Hardhat Chad, and I'm
There
here
we go.
to talk about OR. So I'm only going to spend a second on this slide because Hardhat is a pseudonym I created to launch OR from. But TLDR is that I've been in the Solana ecosystem full time, basically since Breakpoint 21. And if you need any more details in my background, I'm sure you can ask around in the judges.
There we go. I was like, I can't do that
Hey
super
there,
fast
my
talking.
name
He
is
does.
Hardhat Chad, and I'm here
Not a
to talk
problem
about OR.
there, Alltrack.
So I'm only going to spend a second on this slide because Hardhat is a pseudonym I created to launch OR from. But TLDR is that I've been in the Solana ecosystem full time, basically since Breakpoint 21. And if you need any more details in my background, I'm sure you can ask around in the judges' chats and find some answers. But the problem we're setting out to solve is basically to make mining more accessible. And the reason why is that in theory, mining is this kind of really fun and egalitarian mechanism.
Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all.
Where it promises that anyone with a computer can turn it on, burn some energy doing computation, and earn a token. But in practice, however, of course, mining tends to require.
If anybody's ever curious, the chain or this hash solution that they are using on Solana is SHA-3. That is the hash algorithm.
Large upfront capital investments require specialized hardware, tend to have to join a pool and wait weeks to reach your payout thresholds, claim your rewards. And of course, due to this complexity, most people, even those in crypto, have never really mined tokens before. And I think this is unfortunate because it really limits participation in these crypto systems and ultimately hurts kind of long-term adoption and sustainability and distribution. So the goal really is to make mining fun again, put simply. And the way we did that was to basically take the Bitcoin
here to that,
rewrite it as a Solana smart contract, and then fix a few of the things that I thought were issues along the way. And the most important kind of innovation was really designing non-exclusive rewards, which basically means rather than having one miner win every 10 minutes, everyone can win as long as they can land a valid hash on chain. And what this really allows for is that you can mine from any old commodity device like a laptop or phone, and as long as you can land a transaction on chain, you can earn some of the supply. And what that really has done is open up the world of mining to kind of an audience that previously couldn't access it. And I think that's quite important for kind of bringing more people into the crypto ecosystem. And so a note about the supply is just that it increases at a linear rate of 1 per minute, regardless of how many miners are active. So if you do the math, of course, that's 60 tokens per hour, 1440 per day, around 500,000 per year. And it'll take 40 years for the total supply to reach 21 million tokens. But the real important thing is that
it's an interesting
this will
model
remain true
for
in the future, 10 years, 20 years from now, as it is today. And that's important because it basically means that while there is benefit to being early, the real benefit, the real thing it incentivizes for is you want to keep mining. you need to stay active. You can't simply mine for the first week and then
I think it's
set for life, because
I think it's an unlimited supply, if I'm not mistaken.
Supply will go down over time as you get diluted by new supply. And so I think this is kind of really important for making the distribution mechanism fair over time, and sort of increasing, so that people that come in a year from now or 2 years from now don't feel they've been gypped because they just hadn't heard about it, because they're not terminally on Twitter all day long. And so a note about supply, launch really is just that there's no pre-sale, no pre-mine supply, no insider team allocation. Just trying to make this thing as fair as possible. Supply started at 0, can only be earned by mining, and the contract's been frozen in open source. And yeah, I do think this is a token that really was only possible on Solana. One, because you need the kind of high throughput blockchain that Solana has to kind of make the guarantees that the contract does. And then second,
which we did notice,
Solana,
because if anybody noticed the network congestion they were having, last month or so, that was pretty much direct affected and correlated to OR and what they were doing. They actually kind of forced Solana's hands to force an update for all of the RPCs. It wasn't Solana's fault for it being congested. It's the RPC's fault for being congested. All the RPCs were just too clogged down. Everybody was using the same RPCs. There's not enough of them, and that's a problem. So they've since pushed an update that should and has kind of stopped that congestion. It's still happening, but also OR is not mineable anymore at this current time until after V2 goes live. So they're not in correlation to the congestion currently. So do keep that in mind.
Really had this kind of meme coin culture brewing for
much love for everybody in chat
prior to the OR launch, and so the confluence
hope you're learning
of those
something
two
new
factors
today.
I think has kind of led to the attention that OR has today. Long-term mission, just to spend a second here, is one of the things I've been most frustrated by about crypto is that I feel we still 15 years since the Bitcoin white paper don't have a real practical like daily non-fiat currency. And of course Bitcoin is great, but I tend to agree with Michael Saylor when he says that Bitcoin is property, not currency. And the reason why is that Bitcoin has some like structural issues that make it not ideal currency. The first one is simply the deflationary mechanic. Sort of incentivizes a culture of hodling, holding, and not spending. Most Bitcoin never moves ever, and this is not great for the velocity of money. Like it just doesn't incentivize spending. And then second is I don't think most people realize just like how unequal the Bitcoin supply distribution is. You have a situation where over 90% of the total supply has already been mined, yet less than 5% of the world population are holders. And then of that supply, around 85% of it.
Does anybody else agree with that?
1% of wallets. And
does anybody in chat agree with what he's saying?
Not a very even distribution, let's say. Or on the other hand, we're only 5 days in, but I have some data on this on my Twitter page. The supply distribution is extremely long tail and extremely even as well. And so I believe that kind of lends itself to a much more solid foundation to kind of start building a real like fluid digital economy. And so long term, of course, we'd love to launch products that are goods priced in OR. We'd love to build a mobile sort of wallet or centric mobile wallet to support P2P payments. And then, of course, launch some sort of debit card on top of that, where consumer can pay in OR, merchant receives USD, and really start to make this like a spendable token. And yeah, do a demo real fast. I think, I'm running over time, of course, but here's the website. It's pretty intuitive. You see an OR balance. There's a feed here. You see your mining rewards. You can claim. And you can start a miner, and I think the demo gods are gonna not be with us today because they have a number of bugs to fix. But this is the basic gist. And what most people have figured out is that the CLI is a little bit more usable than the web app at the moment, and so
a lot more usable.
Through Twitter to find some examples of people that have gotten this thing running, and are starting to earn the token. So that in a nutshell is basically OR and why we built it. And, I hope it makes a little bit of sense, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thanks.
So yeah, we'll just chat. Think. Do y'all agree with his statement? Do y'all think it is unfair? Bitcoin mining is unfair to the end user or to the common user? I mean, it has some validity to what he's saying, right? I do agree with Michael Saylor as well that Bitcoin is more property at this point than it is a physical currency. People don't use it enough to spend it, right? They just don't use it enough. Everybody holds it. That's the mentality, is holding it. So I agree. I agree with that, is that it's not really a payment. It's not currency anymore. It's property. You're incentivized you're not incentivized to spend it. That's for sure. So I mean, I get it. I understand. I can't believe the amount of projects people develop. It's super cool. I agree, man. Whenever I saw this, I was like, that's amazing. I mean, there's nothing stopping anyone from doing this, right? Like, quite literally. You can do this on Ethereum. It's been done on Ethereum. It's been done quite a few times on Ethereum. 0x Bitcoin, that is still a token that is mineable. It's kind of dead at this point, or stagnant, but it is mineable. And it is a token on the Ethereum blockchain. Like that's a thing. Gram is a mineable token on the Ton blockchain. So these are things that are like very doable. We used to be able to, technically we were still mining Ethereum, but we were getting paid out in wrapped Ethereum on the Polygon chain or the BNB chain. That is a thing as well. Like, all of these things are capable and can be done. There's no, people don't see like the benefit, right? A proof of work token on Solana could be great because of the high transactions per second. Now, not saying that this couldn't be done on Caspa if and when they implement Rust. But like, that is a thing, that once they implement Rust on Caspa, you'd be able to do something like OR on Caspa because it's on Rust, and Rust is what causes that high transactions per second. Gram is cool, all fees aside. Yeah, the fees destroy it. Speaking of like Gram mining on Ton. Yeah, I don't even mine it with my FPGAs because of that. Like, I refuse. It just makes no sense. It just doesn't. And because of the fees on Gram, if like Ton's price goes up, the fees are going to grow with it, right? You'll have the same problem that we did on Ethereum during the NFT craze. Yes, the fees were high, but also Ethereum's price was high. So the fees were inflated in a dollar value, but they were also high because there was so much transactions going through. And that wouldn't have like that issue, right? I don't spend it, but one day I will. Right on, Solar Miner. Is it the KRC20 that's coming to CAS? I think so, yes. Can't wait to use Linux on the BTC blockchain. Yep. Yeah, I think the KRC20 is the Caspa's token protocol. Next, they'll be allowing smart contracts. Yeah, that's the blog release if you all want to listen or read up more. Pretty cool stuff. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with ore, and curious to see what's going to come of that. I'm actually curious if the price of ore went up today, just because of that news. And it did quite a bit. I think my dollar amount doubled. Yep. Because of that news. That's hilarious. I'm for it. Ordinals and runes are sort of mind-boggling at first, but really cool as well. Pretty technical. Yes, I like the idea of runes. Ordinals are a pain in the butt. Runes are cool. I like the way that it's built in. The problem with ordinals is that they're built into a SAT, right? And a lot of people don't understand that if you end up like selling all of your Bitcoin, like you are inevitably going to end up selling your ordinal because it's inscribed on the Satoshi. If you no longer own that Satoshi, then you no longer own the ordinal, right? So that's kind of what I have a hard time understanding and not really believing, but supporting, right? If I understand correctly. The fact that you can inscribe it onto a single SAT is cool. It's a lot of information on the SAT, which in terms make the Satoshi bytes bigger because they are a larger file at that point. So it's a give and take for sure. For sure. Yeah, thank you, John English. Ooh. Yeah, so we're going to be heading out of here, though, guys. Make sure before you head out of here, hit the like button, subscribe button, that bell notification. So every time that we go live here, post videos on the show. I would greatly appreciate that. This Wednesday, we will have a video coming out for the BC250s of how to install, how to get them up and running, right? From getting it, we will be flashing drives. We will be showing you how to set up HiveOS and MMPOS and get mining from start to finish on Wednesday. So that video should come out on Wednesday and be good to go. Remember, we learned something that in that end of that video. So if you notice a spot missing, it's because we learned that they were overheating because of the fact that I had the fan header plugged into the last card and it was sitting in idle, so the temperatures of that card never increased, therefore never increased the fan speed on the cards, which was starting to get them to overheat. And we thought it was just because the BIOS was messed up, but it's just because we kind of messed up. But appreciate y'all. We did learn that. So if you see that missing on Wednesday's video, now you know. And yeah, catch you on the flip side, guys. Much love. Peace out. Remember, keep your hash rates up, your watts down low. We'll see y'all in the next one, guys. And remember, stay savage. See y'all next time, guys. Peace.